spotting opportunities in this, obviously, it's all being driven by the big seven. That's just Nvidia and everything. So that's the obvious signals we can get. But I've noticed that there are other stocks that are start being picked up. And how would your system identify, outside of the big seven, which everyone's talking about, some of these companies that people are really crushing it on, tied into AI, but not in a way that we would expect?
It's a great question. And in a similar way, for example, we got a couple utility companies that came across that were increasing their dividends substantially. And it caused us to take a look at one of them, which is a Portland-based utility company, ticker is POR. We're like, why is this utility company doing so well when utilities are not supposed to be doing well in a high interest rate environment? Well, it turns out that majority of the servers on the West Coast are based in Portland. And this is the utility company that is supplying electricity to those data centers. Earnings call transcript, the CEO is talking about like seeing huge demand from data centers. So I wouldn't have gone and researched that company had that event not first popped up. And then this is where kind of like, you don't have to have a lot of knowledge, right? The event's showing you something weird, and then you're doing a little investigation and you're like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. If you pull up a map of all the data centers in the country, like the biggest two areas are Portland and Northern Virginia.
Right.
And so the utility companies that supply those are Portland Utilities, and then Dominion Energy on the Virginia side powers all the government servers and all the government contractors. So now you're sort of having these multiple events, putting together the story of like, okay, I see what's going on here. There's the ultimate insiders that know what's going on versus us, the outsiders, trying to kind of look at the breadcrumb trails and come up with a storyline like a detective, because otherwise you never really know until the leadership of the company says so. A picture's worth 1,000 words, then I think an event might be worth 10,000, especially with these generative AI tools.
Subscribe and follow for more.